Cross-selling, upselling, and yes, even downselling can help increase your revenue. So if you've heard of these terms, or maybe you already use these tactics but you want to get new ideas, then stay tuned because I'll show you different ways of implementing them in your e-commerce business and some examples of how companies are doing it. As a matter of fact, if you're currently using this or you've seen this in practice, then drop the URL of the example in the comments so that we can take a look at it. By the way, I'm Manuela with Plitix, and our goal is to help small and medium-sized businesses sell better so that you can compete with e-commerce giants. If you want to learn more about Plitix, then make sure to check out the video that I'm linking in the description. All right, so upselling, downselling, and cross-selling are great strategies to employ because not only can they drive initial conversions, but they also increase engagement, they boost brand loyalty, and they lead to more return customers. These terms are sometimes mistakenly confused for one another or used interchangeably, so let's look at how each one of these terms works. First, let's look at cross-selling. Cross-selling is the sale of an additional product during or after an initial purchase to increase the value of a sale. Take, for example, a cell phone. When you're purchasing a new phone, you may be offered a case or a screen protector for it. That's an example of a cross-sell, and a good one at that, because those are products that are directly related to your initial purchase and they add value to your purchase. Let's look at different ways that you can implement cross-selling in your e-commerce store. Number one, through collections and general sections. Right away, when a visitor enters your website, you can promote cross-selling by grouping collections together or including an ideas or inspiration section. IKEA is a prime example of this. When you enter their website, if you're not sure what to buy, you can select a room and look through a gallery of ideas. You'll see an image of an already set up room where they link each product shown, which entices shoppers to buy those products to recreate that set. You can also see this done on Paddle Shopping's website with their By the Look section. Here they list the best players ranked and link the equipment that they're known to use so you can recreate that look for yourself. Number two, on the product's listing. Another way to promote cross-selling is directly on a product's listing. You can have sections like Complete the Look, where you link to the other items that create the image, or You Might Also Like, or Frequently Bought Together. There's a lot of room to play around with here, but it's a great way to cross-sell items. We can see this done in fashion, in furniture and home goods, in sports equipment, tools. Really, it works for all industries. You can also have these same elements added on checkout or post-purchase, but just remember not to overdo it or you might come off as being too pushy. Now let's look at upselling. Upselling refers to selling the same or a similar product with premium features. Though some people think upselling is the same as cross-selling, there is a difference. Let's use the cell phone analogy again, where cross-selling is the promotion and sale of additional or complementary items like the phone case and screen protector. These are items that work with the main product. Upselling would be offering a more expensive option either because it's a newer edition or because it comes with more features like a bigger memory capacity. Apple is a great example of this. And I'm sorry if you're anti-Apple, pretend I'm talking about Samsung or Google phone or something. All right, so let's say I go online to buy an iPhone 12. When I click on iPhones, Apple lays them all out so that I can see that there's a newer model in hopes of upselling it to me. Apple then has another chance at upselling by offering the larger sized phone, even though the only real difference is the size and how long the battery lasts. But Apple's not done. Oh no. They then offer me the possibility of purchasing the same phone with a larger memory capacity. Upsell, upsell, upsell. I mean, they're damn good at it. So upselling can be offering the same product with additional features or a different but similar product with premium materials or a premium look. Again, this works across different industries and product types. For example, Screwfix, a hardware store, includes a bestsellers section on a product listing that shows similar products and allows for opportunities to upsell. CVS Pharmacy includes different product sizes on some products to try and upsell the bigger size. In this example, they also show how the unit price decreases when you purchase the bigger size. Other examples would be including a compare section to a product page, or even showcasing the newer model for those who might not be aware that one exists. Now on to downselling. Salesforce explains downselling as offering a more budget-friendly alternative to the product or service that was initially considered by the customer. Now I know that this can seem counterproductive, but bear with me here. Downselling should be used to help give those customers who aren't ready to commit to a specific product due to price an alternative. It helps in getting a shopper's foot in the door, especially when it's a first-time customer. Downselling can help create brand loyalty with shoppers who can't afford a premium item or who might not trust you enough just yet. Now, there's some debate on whether downselling includes offering a discount on the original item, but personally, I'd categorize that as a different selling technique altogether. So let's take a look at some examples. Let's look at Apple iPhones again. Someone coming in to purchase a new iPhone might be thrown off by the price tag. Instead of letting these potential customers slip away, Apple offers the more affordable iPhone SE. It may not come with all of the features as the newest iPhone, but you still get to carry around a new edition iPhone for half the price of that premium line. You can also use downselling tactics on a product listing. For example, when you look at dog food in Petco's website, they automatically select the biggest package of the item that you're looking at. But if it's too much or if it's too expensive, they have a drop-down where you can change the package size to a smaller one. The reason this is an example of downselling rather than upselling is because when you click on the product, the first one that you see is the most expensive option. Another tactic is to provide multiple payment options. In a study done by Splitit, 35% of consumers said that they were more likely to purchase the product if a site offered monthly installments as a payment option. Petco also does this. While the customer will still be paying around the same price in the end, that amount is split into smaller installments over a set period of time, making it less of a burden on their customers. Other downselling tactics include pop-ups on exit attempts or even cart abandonment emails. Now remember that using discounts here wouldn't be considered downselling, although you can do that too. Instead, downselling would be more like suggesting similar items because you see that the shopper isn't ready to purchase the original item that they were looking at. You can see an example of this here. In this cart abandonment email, the shopper sees the original item that they added to their cart, and further down, some suggestions for similar but less costly items. Now, one thing to keep in mind with downselling is the timing. You don't want to try and downsell too early in the game or do it too forcefully, or you might end up dissuading someone from buying the original item that they were looking at. But when used correctly, cross-selling, upselling, and downselling can increase conversions on your web store and increase your average order value. If you have any questions or want to see more examples of this or other topics, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips like these. Vlog on cross-selling, upselling, and downselling. Take one. Yeah?
Yeah, let's do that. At least for the first.